What are you doing up there on that tree looking at me? Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. That squirrel has been up there about 20 minutes. He was asleep. He was asleep, but he woke up. Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. What are you doing up there? What are you doing right there? I can see you right there. Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. That squirrel is right there. That squirrel was asleep. He was right there asleep while ago. I watched him for about 10 minutes and then he just woke up, shook his head and turned around and looked at me. Hey, squirrel. What you looking at me for, squirrel? Why are you looking at me, squirrel? I didn't see him looking at me. What are you doing right there? That's a small squirrel, very small. Only about 5 inches, 6 inches long, very small. His tail is 3 times as big as he is. I don't know if that's a girl or boy, I don't know. I gotta cut all these trees down. I'm gonna cut that tree down. That tree is a laurel camphor tree. A laurel camphor tree. That is an invasive species. That tree will get as big around as your house. You cannot kill it. You have to dig it up, burn it. He was right there sleeping. He was asleep. I can't hardly talk. Hey, squirrel. He looks like he's asleep now, don't it? His eyes look like they open, but they look like they're about half shut. He got his ears poking up. Oi, 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 oi. I had a pet squirrel one time. His little baby, little tiny baby. I found him, fell out of the tree. It was a black fox squirrel, and I kept him for a long time. But one day there, I had a cage. I let him. He stayed in the cage, but I opened the cage up. He could come in and out the cage. Then I let him go outside. He climbed trees and all that stuff. But when I called him, he come back to me. Then one day I reached in the cage to grab him, to grab him there, to feed him, mess with him, play with him, and he just tore my hand up. The wild come out in that squirrel. And I'm talking about that squirrel eat both of my hands up. I could, like glue. He was like glue. I could not get the squirrel off my hand. There was blood everywhere on both of my hands. That squirrel's going back to sleep. Look at him. He's got his head down. Look at him. His head done fell down. That's funny how they sleep right there on that tree. He was looking at me. More them lizards and having a time. Look at that squirrel's head. He's got it tucked up under. That squirrel's asleep. He's sleeping. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop this video. Stop.